Hello, I'm Nick Lang,
I'm Jaravilla.
And I'm Jackson Taylor.
and in this video we will be explaining how the lithium battery works, the many ways we use it today, and how our use of the lithium battery will only increase in the future. So to start, we're going to be explaining why lithium batteries are made out of metal and not some other sort of material. Um, it's important to note that energy is created when electrons move between electron levels. They give off energy. This is very important within a battery because the whole purpose of a battery is to supply energy to whatever device is attached to it. So metals are very good at this because they're high conductors, which means that they have free electrons that are able to move between energy levels a lot easier than semiconductors and insulators. Semiconductors and insulators have full valence shells and large band gaps between their levels, which makes it hard for them to move up and down, which makes it hard for them to release energy.
In a battery, there's a cathode side, which is the negative side, and the anode side, which is positive. The flow of electrons from the cathode to the anode produces energy. The lithium ions inside the battery move inside the battery from cathode to anode in order for the electrons to bond with. These are organized and attached onto graphite layers, and graphite is specifically chosen as they are a great conductor of electricity to increase the movement of electrons and produce more stability. The electrons, however, have to move through an outside medium to generate said energy and electricity. For this to happen and ensure that the electrons don't move inside the battery, there are two layers of electrolytes in the middle of the battery, only allowing the lithium ions to pass through. In the case that some electrons do pass through the electrolyte due to degradation over time, there is an insulator in the middle of the electrolytes to prevent the battery from short-circuiting itself from the inside. And in order to recharge the ions return to the cathode side, resetting the battery back to its original state, allowing it to be used once again. So why use lithium batteries over other alternatives? To begin with, alkaline batteries cannot recharge, unlike lithium batteries, and so therefore they do not have as long of a shelf life. The lithium ions inside the battery also have the highest tendency to lose electrons when being used, making them highly reactive and have a much larger energy output for more intense devices. The alkaline batteries also have a tendency to break and leak over the equipment they are used in, damaging the equipment and needing them to be replaced. Lithium batteries would get rid of this issue. They are also lighter than other batteries, allowing for more diverse uses such as power tools, phones, and high-tech equipment. These batteries can also work in extremely low temperatures and freezing climates.
Now we will be talking about the pros and cons of lithium batteries. Some of the pros of these batteries is that they are less maintenance, which means that you do not have to replace the battery or open up your machines as often, which is very helpful. They're much lighter compared to normal batteries. This allows you to use them in places where weight might matter, such as on a camping trip where you don't want to carry any extra weight with you, or maybe you're moving stuff such as trucks hauling things over long distances. A lighter battery might help in the long run. They have faster charge times, meaning you can have a fully charged and ready to go battery much faster than a regular battery. They have a longer run time than other batteries, meaning they will last longer in whatever device you're using them for than normal. They also have a longer life, which is different than a longer run time. A longer life means that it can be recharged multiple times before the battery usually dies out. It can be recharged up to 500 separate times, which will usually last you 2 to 3 years. Some of the negatives of lithium batteries is they are nearly 4 times as expensive compared to alkaline batteries because lithium is a much more expensive metal. Sometimes lithium batteries are simply incompatible with old technology. Lithium batteries have to be recharged at some point, meaning you have to go in wherever they might be, take them out, charge them. Some batteries might need special chargers to get the full use out of these batteries and then replace them back into where they need to be. Sometimes they are too efficient and they can outlast a device. And like anything else, lithium batteries can degrade over time.
Now I'm going to discuss some current applications of lithium batteries. These are applications that a lot of us see in our day-to-day lives, such as a rechargeable energy source in electrical devices such as phones and laptops. Instead of using one-time use batteries like alkaline batteries, we use lithium batteries in our phones and laptops so they can be recharged over and over again. And as a lot of us know, it takes a long time for those to degrade. Same thing with a rechargeable energy source in electrical vehicles, such as like charging stations we see for Teslas. Teslas are able to be charged again and again without degrading, not for like a long time. Same thing with pacemakers. People need to use pacemakers to keep themselves alive, and the lithium batteries are used for these also. Some emergency power lithium batteries are in generators in case you live out in the middle of nowhere and suffer a big blackout. You can have energy stored on lithium and it can be recharged and used again for another emergency. Um, Another big benefit is fast charging, like iPhones. Because of the improved lithium batteries in the newer iPhones, they charge a lot quicker than the older ones used to. Diving deeper into our current applications, we have Tesla. Tesla uses 8,256 battery cells in their batteries. Uh, these cells are the size of AA batteries, so this shows the sheer amount of lithium that is in a Tesla. And this only works because lithium is such a light metal compared to iron. Like iron could be used inside a Tesla, but since it has the same rechargeable capabilities, but it's just far too heavy to be practical. The light weight of lithium allows Tesla to be mobile and have high acceleration. Lithium also allows Tesla to have fast charging stations. Since their batteries are made out of lithium, they can use those fast charging I mentioned for iPhones and laptops. They have the same thing in their charging stations that many of us probably have seen in gas stations and all around.
There are, of course, future applications in how lithium batteries can be implemented. They can be used as large-scale storage systems for solar farms or solar grids, allowing them to store any energy that the farms produce during the day. And if we have a cloudy day, they can still give a town or some house, whatever might be using it, power, even though it's not actually producing anything. They can be used on electric vehicles on a larger scale. Again, mentioned earlier, this would help with weight problems that might occur during transportation, making traveling more efficient. Some, depending on the manufacturer, some lithium batteries can actually survive a little bit of weathering in water, allowing these to be used outdoors and not being completely destroyed or unusable compared to something like a lead acid battery. To conclude, lithium ion batteries are not yet perfected. However, as time continues to move on and with new technology that introduces itself each and every day, lithium batteries can and most likely will be improved over time. We'd like to thank you for watching this video and hope you have enjoyed this speech on lithium batteries.